Hey guys, second mention with the video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be looking at iOS 15.1 on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, which is the latest version of the software you can get. And because the iPhone 12 Pro Max was actually released on iOS 15, we decided to update it to the latest version of iOS 15.1 just to take a look at the software to see if we are having an issue and just to kind of discuss about the 15 update on the 12 Pro Max here. So if you guys don't know, this phone was actually released last year, and of course the 13 Pro Max came out, but this phone is actually still really a good device. I mean, it's by no far, you're not getting a huge upgrade when you upgrade to 13 Pro Max, and this is why you probably are going to be considering upgrading in your iPhone 11 Pro or 12 Pro Max to iOS 15 here. And there's tons of features that come with iOS 15 here, and some of the ones we're going to take a look at here. But overall, the upgrade experience, you're going to be taking somewhere between 20 to 25 minutes, 30 minutes even, depending on the Wi-Fi connection that you have. But the update itself, super straightforward and simple. You can actually update it if you haven't updated by simply going to settings, general, software update, and you should see an update here. As you can see, we're at the latest version at the time of recording, which is 15.1. Of course, you can also choose to stay on iOS 14. There is no pressure to upgrade to iOS 15 yet, but probably won't be the case sometime after when Apple decides that it's time to pull the plug on the iOS 15 itself. But again, it's still replicable and you're able to do it. You can also update it to iTunes if you're not getting it or if you don't have good Wi-Fi connection or cellular data. So far, when you upgrade it, a couple things you're going to notice. Of course, first thing here, it's going to be one new wallpaper here. Not sure why only one wallpaper was added, but this is the wallpaper you're probably going to see that we have set already. You're going to notice things like changes to the actual GUI here or the user interface here. As you see here, rounder edges, that's a redesign of just making things a little bit more cleaner, and that's kind of evident across the board with other applications as well here, like the Maps application. Of course, with the maps, there's a couple things happening. You're going to get interactive globe, all new city experience, immersed walking directions, and a couple other neat features. As you can see here, if you haven't played with it, I think it's really cool. This feature updates here, especially with the 12 Pro Max, which has a really powerful chipset, and having that A14 Bionic chip with 6 gig of RAM, definitely graphics are phenomenal on that device. Of course, upgrade aids will also see some new features to the weather applications like improved notifications and just the whole redesign of the charts and backgrounds and much more. As you can see here, cleaner UI, you get these more sort of app icon, a feature of the different things that you might be interested in, things like air pressure, quality, and things like that. You can play around with it. Again, I think this is really cool, especially the heat map here. I find it really unique here because now you can kind of play around with it, check out the regions around here, and go around and play around with it once you get a chance. So improvements around there overall as well. There's also a new feature known as focus mode. Again, this feature we talked about in another video is that now besides just do not disturb, you can actually set your phone in personal, work, sleep, or your own custom version one that simply allow you to filter out notification based on that setting. And this is really helpful because let's say if you're working, you just don't want applications or calls from friends and family at that point. You just want it from your coworker. You might set the work. If you're going to sleep, of course, you want the minimal distraction because you want to get good night's sleep. You might be enabling that because do not disturb simply just disables anything, but maybe you're going to sleep, but you want to make sure you get the important calls and notification for apps that you want to be notified for. Again, cool feature. If you guys haven't tested it out, go ahead and test it out. We've started to test out all the functionalities. We haven't really encountered any issues so far. Again, this is where we're going to ask you guys if you guys upgraded to iOS 15, if you guys had experienced any issues on any features that we tested but couldn't find. Make sure you guys leave a comment section so we can also check it out to see why that is the case. Of course, there's other features that come with iOS 15 here, which we discuss about. More useful features like live text here. We can simply point at text on a picture or screenshot, whatever it may be, and you get this light up here where you can just now copy that text, do whatever you with it. We think this is a really cool productivity feature enhancement with the camera that it's coming on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Of course, the 12 Pro Max, you have pretty good cameras here, and this is probably where you see you're probably going to be opting out for this phone as well here. Of course, there's other updates that you probably, if you haven't checked it out, you might want to check it out. The app icons are still available there. You'll probably want to know some of what the new features are. There's updates to emojis and such that you'll probably notice. There's also ability to now just be able to copy and drag things around, which wasn't possible. There's also update to the Safari browser, so Apple really stepped up the game in updating the browser here. Now you can actually create different tab groups, go in private mode, a lot more of update that was much needed on its Safari application, because Apple doesn't want you to use third-party browser. They really want you to stick on using their browser. Again, from a software stability point, the 15.1 update, there was some sort of issues that needed to be resolved. Nothing major here, but the 15.1 update we see so far has been stable. Can't really complain much about this update itself here. So far, all of our testing says, the performance has been what it should be. Not that it has decreased that much, to be honest, it doesn't seem like there has been any sort of trickery from Apple to slow the phone down. The phone has been optimally performing for us the way it has on iOS 15, so no changes there. Of course, the battery life is going to be probably another area you're going to want to consider. Is it going to impact the battery life? Well, the iPhone 12 Pro Max has a really huge battery. It has almost a 3700 mAh battery, give or take some or less, and that's a really good battery in terms of Apple line. The Pro Max are usually ones with the better battery in terms of the lineup here. It does give you about 20 hours of video playback. Again, that's big, huge, and with the update itself, we haven't really seen any sort of issues. And when you did do the upgrades, you can see there's a little dip in the battery levels, but nothing to say that it really did do much since the update here. Probably 25% less. That's because when you do update it, it takes a lot on the phone here to be able to deliver that. So in terms of the battery, it's been stable. Go ahead, and if you haven't updated, you probably would need to update it sometime sooner or later, because apps will not be working and it's going to kind of start complaining about it. So hopefully this review was helpful. This video is helpful. Please make sure that like and comment in the comment section and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. And we're going to hear from you guys if you guys upgraded your 12 Pro Max to iOS 15. If you encountered any issues, leave a comment in the comment section. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.